the subjects that you are so on top of, Ken, is the Christian persecution in the Middle East, and it's because you've seen it firsthand since you were there in the Nineveh plain. Talk with us, all of those understanding what we're saying to them today about the Christian persecution that is actually happening in the Middle East, and it's only on the increase.
You know, Jimmy, I realized as we were getting ready for the show that I've actually been going back to the Nineveh plain for the past dozen years. I started going there in 2007 with a group, Christian Solidarity International, and have been going back ever since, both on mission trips and on reporting missions. The articles I've written are out at my website, kentimmerman.com. The most recent ones were in the New York Post. I had a 2-page segment special on the persecution of Christians and the return of Christians to northern Iraq. They are trickling back bit by bit, and the good news is that they are being helped for the first time ever by the government of the United States of America. We finally have an administration which has acknowledged that helping the victims of Christian persecution is in our national interest. And they have changed policies, changed what we're doing on the ground. So I actually saw USAID, which is our aid organization, right, on the ground in northern Iraq, delivering aid to Christian communities in a way that has never been done. It wasn't done, certainly not done by Obama. It wasn't done by George W. Bush. It's never been done before. So this is the good news of the persecution of Christians in Iraq, is that finally America, as a nation, has stepped up to the plate, and we are helping those communities to restore themselves and to ensure that the salt of the earth remains in Iraq.
Well, tell me what that bad news was, Ken. We need a little bit of background here, because they were killing Christians, burning churches, etc., were they not?
Well, that's right. And the Christian population today is a bare remnant of what it was before the liberation of Iraq in 2003. There are 1.5 million Christians in Iraq at that point. Remember, I said earlier, Saddam Hussein was an equal opportunity murderer, but he did not persecute Christians for their faith. Since the demise of Saddam Hussein, you've had governments that have turned a blind eye to jihadi persecution of Christians for their faith. Today, there's just a remnant of that 1.5 million, probably 10%, 150,000, maybe 200,000 at most. That's all that remain. And you're right. You can see the wreckage of bombed-out churches all across the Nineveh plain and in Mosul. Mosul is truly dramatic. It's devastating. I was shocked, and I've been going to this area for a long time. I was shocked by what I saw of the destruction. You have 4th and 5th century churches in Mosul that have just been leveled to the ground. The whole
that's a man who is reporting on this particular situation we're talking about, Christian persecution, that was on the ground and eyeballing it himself to know what was going on.